I had my baby months ago and I still look pregnant, and I've tried exercise and it's not working. Why is it, and what can I do about it? So I actually get this asked quite often. Moms that were active before they had their babies and afterwards, they just think that things are just going to slim back down and they have this kind of mommy pooch, right? So maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you're in the same boat. So I want to answer that today. So it's actually not just one answer. So one thing that can happen, as you can imagine, baby grows in belly, right? And so it changes our posture. It tends to pull us a little more forward, tends to make our ribs thrust a little bit, so baby has room to grow. And moms can get stuck like that. Back muscles have gotten tight during pregnancy, so even though baby's no longer occupying that space, baby is safely earthbound here, it is still causing some issues in mom's body. So releasing the lower back may be a place to start, okay? Another way, or another reason that I have found personally in a personal experience with my patients is that birth trauma. So I've had, can't really say a lot, but just those traumatic births where births are long, baby was really big. I've had, unfortunately, moms that have lost and had stillborn babies, and so that can be a very traumatic experience. And so regardless, there can be a little bit of birth trauma and there can be these big birth trauma events. And the moms that have had traumatic events and kind of big trauma like we talk about, they know it, right? But there's also birth trauma that can happen, and moms don't necessarily know that their body is still in this stress response. So we call it a freeze response, where the body just kind of goes, and it's like it gets kind of stuck like that. That's a very natural, normal response of the body in response to an overwhelming stress. So we've heard of fight or flight, but a freeze response is another response that the body can go into. And it's like the body just kind of gets stuck there, okay? And so releasing birth trauma is something that I've helped moms with, and they start to reconnect with the pelvic area and start to feel better, and then we're able to then work on some core strengthening. So that's the first thing I think people think about is, man, I just need to get more core in, more core exercises in, and doing the right core exercises can make a big difference to toning these muscles again and helping you to slim down and get your maybe kind of pre postpartum body back, okay? So that's a question, like I said, that I get asked quite often, and I want to tell you that it's one of many questions that I answer for my patients, but also I answer for students that I have in my classes. So I want to tell you about a online class that I have. Registration is now open, and I have a early bird special, so you can save $100. It's a 6-week course where we actually go over things like how to release the back, how to reconnect with the pelvis, how to take care of some of those very common issues that women have, including how do I get rid of some of this, how do I get back to my pre-pregnancy body, okay? And so those are the things that we talk about during this 6-week course. It's really designed specifically for women with women's issues, and we go over that. I'm going to guide you exactly how to do it. It's in an online platform. And I would love to have you join me. So you can check out all the details if you go to my website, healingspotpt.com /classes. So you can check that out. Otherwise, I'm going to also leave the link below, and you'll see some information. If you haven't already seen it, you're going to see it coming up. So check that out, healingspotpt.com /classes. The class is called Release Your Root, and I'm talking about the root, the pelvic root, or even your root chakra. It's a very it's traditional based in the sense that we're going to do some exercise, and I'm going to teach you about the science and anatomy and things like that. But it's also got some really cool things, like we talk about the root chakra. We're going to do some Reiki, and I incorporate essential oils into that as well. So join me, and thanks for watching today.